Hailey Bieber is on the road to going global. The 28-year-old has officially sold her Rhode skin company to Rhode Beauty Cosmetics for $1 billion. The cosmetics brand confirmed in a May 28th press release. The acquisition is comprised of $800 million in cash and stock provided to Rhode owners, including CEO Nick Vlahos, Bieber, and her co-founders Lauren Ratner and Michael D. Ratner. At the deal's closing, in addition to an additional $200 million of potential earnout based on future growth of the brand over a 3-year timeframe, per the release.
No wonder Hailey Bieber sold her makeup brand for $1 billion. No one realized she made 3 heartbreaking sacrifices to win back Justin Bieber's heart. Recently, Hailey Bieber's beauty brand Rhode being acquired by Rhode Beauty for $1 billion has attracted everyone's attention, with people wondering why she suddenly sold her makeup brand. In fact, the relationship between Justin Bieber and Hailey has always had problems, especially after the cover incident. Their relationship hit rock bottom, leading to a prolonged Cold War between them. Later, the uproar over Justin Bieber flirting with SZA at a concert pushed their relationship to the brink, even sparking thoughts of divorce. Adding to this is the relationship between Selena and Bieber. Some netizens speculate that Justin has grown tired of life with Hailey, which has left Hailey terrified and unable to accept. Some netizens believe that the news of Hailey selling her brand broke shortly after Justin was exposed as bankrupt. Perhaps she will use the funds to pay off Justin's debts.
Is Hailey Bieber finally pulling the plug on her marriage to Justin Bieber? The streets are buzzing, and it's not just because she cashed out of her Rhode Beauty empire, completely sold her stake. People are saying this isn't just a business move, it's a major life shakeup. Word is, Hailey's stacking her coins and cutting ties, getting ready to walk away from all the chaos Justin keeps dragging her into. After years of public embarrassment and behind-the-scenes drama, she might finally be done playing the role of Mrs. Bieber. Lately, Hailey's every move screams, "I'm over it." The soft launch into her solo era is loud if you're paying attention. The vibe, total checkout. Her face, pure "I've had enough." And it's not just fans noticing. People are picking up on the energy shift, and it's looking more like a countdown than a coincidence. From shady social media posts to those painfully awkward red carpet appearances, Hailey's been putting on a brave face, while Justin is out here goofing off with SZA like he doesn't have a whole wife at home. It's giving trouble in paradise in all caps. And now that Rhode is off her hands and she's allegedly sitting on a $1 billion payday, sis might just be plotting the smoothest exit we've seen in Hollywood in years. And of course, because this is Hailey, we can't get through a single headline without Selena Gomez getting dragged in too. It's like clockwork. The second Hailey trends, rare beauty magically pops up in the convo. The internet just can't help but throw Selena's name in the mix. But this time, fans are shifting gears. Can you believe it? The same people who used to call Hailey a clout-chasing mean girl and accuse her of being obsessed with Selena are now begging her to leave Justin. For years, she was painted as the villain. She stole him, she's jealous, she's just using him. But now, the tables have turned and flipped fast. Now folks are saying, set yourself free, girl. There's so much mess to unpack here, it's wild. Let's keep going, because this might just be the start of the biggest breakup bombshell of the decade. It all kicked off with one post, and just like that, Hailey Bieber sent shockwaves through the beauty world. Out of nowhere, she announced that she sold her skincare brand, Rhode, in a jaw-dropping $1 billion deal with ELF Beauty, billion. With a B, she said it's the next chapter for the brand, and that she's stepping up as Chief Creative Officer, Head of Innovation, and a strategic advisor for ELF Beauty. But while the press tried to keep it squeaky clean and crowned her a business genius, social media had other ideas. Because let's be real, the fans clocked something deeper. They're convinced Hailey isn't just cashing out, she's cashing out. As in, setting the stage for a whole new life, maybe one without Justin Bieber in it. The streets started talking and the whispers turned into full-blown theories. And with the way Justin's been acting, nobody's surprised. Let's not forget, Justin has been putting Hailey through it for years. Every time they make headlines, it's over something he did that left her looking awkward or disrespected. Like recently, he jumped on stage with SZA doing the absolute most, kissing her hand while Hailey was in the back, like everything was fine. Even though the vibes said otherwise, the tension was so obvious people couldn't stop talking. And that wasn't even the worst part. Right after that, Hailey lands a major Vogue cover. And what does Justin do? Drops a half-baked compliment that sounded more like a diss. He actually admitted he once told her she'd never make it on Vogue. What? People dragged him so hard that he ended up deleting the post. And then, boom, Hailey drops the Rhode bombshell. Timing? Way too perfect to ignore. It might look like a clean business deal on paper, but the fans aren't buying it. They're reading between the lines, and the language Hailey used in her announcement was everything. She said she feels invigorated and ready to step into a bigger role. That doesn't sound like just climbing the career ladder. It sounds like she's leveling up personally too, like she's done being in the background, like she's finally stepping into her power, like she's reclaiming her time and writing a whole new script. Hailey might still be Justin's wife on paper, but make no mistake. She's snapping back into that Baldwin mode, strong, focused, and unbothered. And even though she's staying on at Rhode as chief creative officer, her energy right now, it's giving independent boss. But what really has the internet in a chokehold is how quick the tide turned. People are actually cheering her on to leave Justin, or at the very least drop the Bieber name completely and go back to Hailey Baldwin. That's wild when you think about how not long ago, folks were saying Justin needed to escape her. Now, her fans are in the comments saying, set yourself free and you shine brighter without him. It's giving major emotional flip-flop, especially for anyone who's ever been stuck in a relationship that felt one-sided. People are watching Hailey glow up and they want her to do it without all the baggage. And let's talk about that baggage, because the other thing that's making people root for Hailey's exit? Justin's alleged money mess is sounding way more serious than anyone realized. Like, this isn't just a minor cash flow hiccup. Word is, he's deep in debt. We're talking millions. It's gotten so bad that close friendships have reportedly crumbled, and fans are scratching their heads wondering how one of the biggest pop stars on the planet ended up in this kind of hole. If you're wondering why Hailey distancing herself matters, it's because all that financial drama could seriously affect her pockets too. Allegedly, Justin still owes his ex-manager Scooter Braun over $8 million. And when that bombshell dropped, people were shook. Like, how does a global superstar end up in a spot like that? To really get it, we gotta rewind to 2022. That's when Justin was booked for a world tour and reportedly bagged a $40 million advance from AEG. But y'all remember what happened next? That whole tour got scrapped. What most folks didn't know is that canceling triggered a major payback clause. That's right. He had to return a massive chunk of that cash. Reports say Justin had to cough up $24 million. Now imagine being Hailey, watching your man drop millions and fight off debt collectors while you're out here building a billion-dollar empire. No wonder people are saying it's time for her to bounce. Here's where things get even messier, because Scooter Braun wasn't just Justin's manager. He was basically like family. Through his company, Hybe America, Scooter allegedly stepped up big time when Justin found himself in trouble. When Justin had to pay back $24 million after that canceled tour, Scooter covered it. But it wasn't a gift. There was a deal in place. Justin would pay him back slowly over 10 years. Sounds chill, right? But guess what? Justin only made one payment, and then straight up ghosted him. Fast forward to now, Hybe did a full audit and the receipts came out. They claim Justin still owes a whopping $8.8 million. That's when everything hit the fan. Justin's camp came swinging, firing back that Scooter actually got overpaid by $26 million in commissions. Over the years he managed him. So now, it's all getting real ugly behind the scenes. And let's not ignore the other shady layer in all this, because guess who was working as Justin's business manager during this chaos? Lou Taylor. Yup, the same Lou Taylor tied to Britney Spears' conservatorship nightmare. So fans already had their antennas up, and this just made everything look even more sus. Scooter didn't just sit back though, he pulled in the big guns. He brought in PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the top audit firms in the game. And guess what? They backed him. The audit confirmed that Justin does owe the money. And even after that, Scooter tried to keep the peace by waiving a cool $1 million in unpaid commissions. But clearly, that wasn't enough to fix what's now a full-blown financial feud. What really had fans stunned is how close these two used to be. Scooter was there through every messy headline, every meltdown, every comeback. He raised Justin in the industry. So when word got out last year that they had quietly cut ties, everyone was shook. And now, we finally know what went down. But it gets even crazier because Justin's money problems didn't stop there. In 2023, he sold his entire music catalog for $200 million. You'd think that kind of payday would clean everything up, but apparently it wasn't even close. Industry insiders are whispering loud now. When an artist sells off their entire music catalog, it usually means one of two things. They're either done with the spotlight or they need fast cash, desperately. And in Justin Bieber's case, the talk is that he was dangerously close to hitting rock bottom financially back in 2022. Like broke. That might explain why he rushed to offload his catalog for $200 million without even waiting for a tax break. Yep, even after Scooter begged him to hold off. Not long after the sale, people started noticing Justin was cutting ties left and right, firing folks, ghosting old allies. It looked like he was trying to clean house, clear debts, and hit reset. But based on his recent unhinged public rants, it doesn't seem like things are even close to being under control. The real question is, how deep was that hole? Because if selling off everything still didn't settle what he owed to someone like Scooter Braun, then something ain't adding up. Meanwhile, Hailey, she's out here making moves and cashing in. With that billion-dollar road deal locked in, the power dynamic has officially flipped. Now folks are saying what once felt impossible, that Hailey is better off without him. They're tired of watching her get dragged down while Justin fumbles everything. One person even said, "Sign that prenup ASAP, so when you bounce, he doesn't touch your money." Brutal! And let's not forget, Hailey's fans are still heated over the way Justin keeps embarrassing her. She may have moved past that shady Vogue compliment, but her supporters sure haven't. One tweet clapped back, mocking Justin by saying, "He's gonna post, 'When you started, I said you'd never make it,' like Rare Beauty did. I was sadly mistaken." Oof, that one stings. But hold up, because not everyone thinks Hailey's done with him just yet. There's a whole other theory floating around, and some fans actually believe she's so loyal, she's sticking around to save Justin from drowning. They think she's doing all of this, selling her stake, powering up her brand, just to quietly help him pay off his debts and avoid the shame of going public with how bad it really is. All while he's still out here clowning her on social media. Now that's a messy ride. One person even joked she had to beat the Bieber's broke rumors fast. And honestly, some folks are riding hard with the idea that Hailey's not walking away. She's staying to save Justin from drowning in debt. They think she's out here stacking cash to help clean up his mess, not preparing to ditch him. But now let's shift gears, because the convo around Hailey has taken another twist. And this time, it's all about loyalty. Yup, people are saying Hailey owes Justin loyalty, not the other way around. Their logic? That Hailey didn't exactly grind her way to the top from scratch. According to them, she's a certified Nepo baby, born into fame as the daughter of Stephen Baldwin and the niece of Alec Baldwin. Red carpets and VIP seats were always in her orbit. But even with all that access, she wasn't really making a splash in the industry until she married Justin Bieber. The second she became Hailey Bieber, everything changed. Her name started ringing bells in fashion and beauty, doors flew open, and her social status shot straight to A-list. Not because of hustle, but because of that Bieber connection. And now folks are saying that her billion-dollar road success is less about vision and more about association. Sure, Hailey's listed as the founder of Rhode and holds glossy titles like Chief Creative Officer and Head of Innovation. But to the public, it looks like the brand blew up because she slapped Bieber on it, not because she built it from the ground up. One person said, "Nepo baby plus Bieber's wife equals success." Another commented, "Let's be real, she didn't build it. She leveraged everything handed to her." And that's not even the end of it. Rhode itself has been in some messy waters. Remember, the name Rhode was already owned by an existing fashion label before Hailey dropped her brand. So right out the gate, she caught heat for stepping on someone else's trademark. Looks like no matter what Hailey does, she's either catching heat for sticking around or for leveling up. And the internet? They're not letting up anytime soon. Before Hailey entered the picture, the name Rhode already belonged to a small, woman-owned fashion label. But that didn't stop her. She dragged the company into a full-blown legal battle until she walked away with the rights. Yeah, Rhode is Hailey's middle name, but a lot of people felt like she steamrolled over a smaller business just because she could. And that's not where the drama ends. Next up, the copycat claims. Rhode has been hit with some major allegations of stealing. Everything from product packaging to overall vibes, especially from the brand Summer Fridays. And when you're the chief creative officer, you can't exactly duck that smoke. The whole look, the branding, the innovation, that's supposed to be her territory. So when people start saying Rhode's not original, that heat lands directly on Hailey. Now fast forward to her locking in a $1 billion deal with ELF, while still rocking those same job titles. Folks are like, wait, how do we go from plagiarism accusations to billionaire status in under 5 years? And the answer people keep circling back to? The Bieber name. Not the hustle, not the creativity, just the power of that last name. So now, with Justin spiraling financially, emotionally, mentally, and Hailey looking cool, collected, and business savvy, it's rubbing people the wrong way. Because the truth is, the life she's living, the brand she's capitalizing on, and the $1 billion bag she just secured, none of it hits the same without the Bieber brand attached. That marriage gave her access, clout, and global reach. And now that she's showing signs of distancing herself, people are side-eyeing it hard. And to think she once considered naming her beauty brand Bieber. Imagine the disaster that would have been now that their whole relationship's under the microscope. But just when you thought the drama couldn't go any further, boom. Selena Gomez got dragged into the chaos again. This time, it started with a wild claim that Rhode had officially passed Rare Beauty in popularity. That was all it took. Selena's fans came flying in, shutting it down fast. Within hours, fan accounts were pulling numbers, dropping receipts, and proving Rare is still killing it, sitting just behind Fenty Beauty as one of the top celeb beauty brands in the game. Selena stans do not play when it comes to Rare, and they were not about to let Rhode take that crown without a fight. So yeah, Selena's fans clapped back with full force. They were dragging Hailey's camp, saying they could sell Rhode 4 more times and still wouldn't touch Rare Beauty's level. One fan even said, "If y'all think Selena's selling Rare, you're straight up delusional." The internet was on fire. And once again, Hailey and Selena ended up at the center of the beauty brand battlefield. But let's swing back to Hailey's situation, because the vibe has taken a more emotional turn, and honestly, it's kind of sad. The internet's now torn down the middle. On one side, people are saying Hailey needs to stop pretending everything's fine and finally walk away from a man who's clearly not present, mentally, emotionally, financially, or even spiritually. They're like, "Girl, you're glowing. Don't let him dim that light anymore." But on the flip side, some are saying she owes Justin, that without his name, his fame, and his platform, she might never have reached the level she's at now. To them, loyalty means standing by the man who gave her that boost, even if he's spiraling. So what's it gonna be? Should Hailey Bieber divorce Justin and finally live life on her own terms? Or does she ride it out and stay loyal to the name that helped build her empire? Drop your thoughts below. This story's got layers, and we know you've got opinions. Thanks for tuning in, and catch you in the next one.